Hey guys, and welcome to the YouTube channel. In this video, we're going to be talking about how Amazon Wholesale actually works. The beginner's breakdown guide of getting started selling on Amazon. So I'm going to start screen sharing and going over everything you need to start selling on Amazon, to start finding distributors, and to start finding profitable opportunities. So let's jump into the video. Hey, what's going on, guys? And we're going to be talking about how Amazon FBA Wholesale actually works in 2026. So if you've been thinking about selling on Amazon, you are in the right place. I've been selling on Amazon since 2017. We've done over $18 million in sales, and we operate out of a warehouse here in New Jersey. So let's jump into it. Now, the 5 things you'll understand at the end of this video: what wholesale actually is, how it compares to other models out there, private label, online arbitrage, retail arbitrage, understanding the Buybox. At the end of the day, how are we collecting sales? And the real unit cost. What are we actually making when we sell a product? And the full step-by-step process. So what is Amazon FBA Wholesale? You're basically buying a branded name products in bulk from either the brand or an authorized distributor. Then we are selling them on Amazon listings that already exist. So let's kind of get into that a little bit, because I don't want this to just be going over a slideshow. I want to really show you what you need to do in order to get set up. Now, the first thing before you even think about selling on Amazon is you need to get your LLC. You can use a company like Active Filings, which helps you start a business, form an LLC, get everything set up. I've set up my business through Active Filings. It was very, very straightforward, and it would be something I would recommend. Now, once you are official with your LLC, and again, you want to make sure this LLC is positioned properly. You know, maybe your last name Trading or your last name Supply. You don't want it to be Sarah's Beauty Palace, where then you're just focusing on beauty products. You want to be able to sell anything under the sun that is profitable. So once you have your LLC all set up, the next goal for you is actually finding these wholesale suppliers. Now, there are so many different ways to find wholesale suppliers. A lot of people use Google. So if we type in health and household distributors, New Jersey, just because we're in New Jersey. Now, we have a couple that are coming up here that we can kind of go through. The biggest thing we have to be very cautious about is if they're an authorized distributor, because some of these distributors aren't necessarily authorized. So, you know, for example, Rego, pretty sure this is a company that's been in business for a long time. I would consider them an authorized company. They have their own facility. They have trucks on the road. Like, they have the infrastructure that, for me, I trust an account like that. It looks like they are working with a lot of Procter & Gamble products, everything like that. So this would be a company I would fill out an application. So you're basically filling out a customer application at this point, putting in all your information, putting in your business details, years in business, present location, your tax ID, and then getting more or less a price list. Then there are certain tools out there, such as third-party profits, that allow you to scan those catalogs and then find the profitable opportunity within that supplier. So let's just jump kind of back into that slideshow a little bit, where we're getting right into it. So the method that we use is FBA. So FBA means fulfilled by Amazon. So we send everything to Amazon's fulfillment center, and they handle all of the logistical stuff, the shipping to the customer. They deal with the customer support. Our job is to basically get Amazon the name brand products in bulk that there is demand for. We have so many data points on Amazon that we can use to find if a product is in demand or demand. Now, again, you're shipping in to your Amazon store. Basically, you have your own shelf within Amazon. Amazon ships it, and then Amazon handles that customer service. So the main focus for you is just finding those profitable products. Now, there's 4 ways to sell on Amazon. There's retail and online arbitrage. That's when you're going into TJ Maxx or Ross and you start scanning a bunch of items. Wholesale is what we do, which is buying from authorized distributors and brands, buying it at wholesale pricing, shipping it into Amazon. Private labels, when you kind of create your own product. There's a lot of ups and downs to private label where, yeah, you can create your own product, but how are you going to market that product? Then there's drop shipping, which goes against terms of service, which basically some people try to get away with drop shipping, but again, it's not even allowed on Amazon. So wholesale, brand direct is really the most sustainable model you're serious of opening up an Amazon business. Now, what makes wholesale work? There's proven demand, and I want to go and show you the proven demand. So let's go into Amazon right now. This is a Crest product, but I want to get to a product that more people are selling. So let's go over to a product like, let me think. Okay, let's see what other Crest products there are that have. Now, something to be just looking at in general is we have a couple tools down here. So this is DS Quick View. If you're not using DS Quick View, it's a great way to see, hey, who's selling it? Is Amazon selling it? We don't really compete with Amazon because, again, they're Amazon. We're really looking for listings that have multiple FBA sellers. So this is a key indicator right here, 6+ FBA sellers. So this would be a product that has demand, where other third-party sellers are buying and sourcing this inventory from a distributor. Now, Crest is a Procter & Gamble product. So we would be maybe looking for distributors that sell Procter & Gamble inventory. And we can see here that we have multiple sellers selling this product. We have 9 FBA sellers. So if we're able to get this product at $5.25, that would be a 12% margin. Really, in reality, our goal is to source at least a 15% margin. So we want to be able to make $2 on each sale. Now, the very cool thing about this is that this is moving at a quite the rate. You can see there's 2,000 units bought in the last 30 days, split between 9 sellers. You guys can do the math. Each one of these sellers are probably making a few $100s or maybe even $1,000 at the rate they're moving this inventory. And Rego Trading would be a perfect account to open up a wholesale account to see if they carry this specific Crest product. So we would open up a wholesale account, we would go through their catalog, and we would look to see if they have the Crest 8.2 ounce cavity protection. That's really what we're looking for. And then we would place an order with them, ship it to our location or a prep center, and then ship it all out to Amazon at once. This is, again, very fundamental steps of getting started with Amazon. Now, the beauty about wholesale is that we're dealing with real branded name products. We're not creating demand. It's repeatable inventory that we can purchase month in and month out, and it's faster to start. We know that Crest is going to sell regardless. People aren't going to buy Alex's toothpaste unless I start marketing it, connecting with, affiliates and doing that whole event where Crest has already done the advertisement. And then you scale with capital. You scale with 0% APR credit cards. So many ways to scale up. Now, what wholesale asks of you is that there is upfront capital that you need in order to buy this inventory. Eventually, you start establishing relationships with these distributors where they give you net terms, meaning you don't have to pay them for 30 days. Then you can maybe throw it on a credit card for an additional 30 days. Another major thing is brand approvals. Brands and distributors are going to vet you. Amazon is going to vet you. They want to make sure that you are buying from authorized distributors, so they might require an invoice to sell certain inventory. And you're sharing the listing. At the end of the day, you are hopping on listings with other sellers unless you are exclusively with brands, which is more of an advanced thing that people really aren't jumping into. So what the Buybox actually is. We'll kind of go right over into Amazon. Now we can see that Shipped Fast is on the Buybox. He is collecting these sales as we speak. He is making money as we speak right now on this inventory. And my question to you is, why can't that be you? You know, I started this business with a few $1,000s and I leveraged a Capital One 0% APR credit card, and I was able to grow my business to where it is today. So the opportunity is more than alive in today's ecosystem. Now, again, the Buybox is rotating. It is not just going to be on Shipped Fast. So the Buybox factors in a couple things. How's their account health? How much stock do you have available? What is your price? Is your price competitive? Now, here's really the math breakdown. If something sells on Amazon for $30, there's a referral fee of $4.50, a fulfillment fee for $5, minus your product cost, let's say it's $15. You're going to net profit $5. 36% ROI on the products that you're buying. And think about this, guys. What other spot can you put your money in and get a 36% ROI and turn the inventory within a month? The stock market can't do that, and that's why people leverage Amazon as that vehicle to be able to take their money, start a business, and start investing it in products that cash flow. Now, 0 to sell in 8 steps. You set up your business, you find profitable products, you open up wholesale, you analyze the deal, you place the purchase, prep and ship to FBA, you win the Buybox, and you reorder scale. So let's kind of break this down a little bit. We talked about active filings and setting up your business. The next process is really opening up that wholesale account. Now, you want to open up as many wholesale accounts as possible. That is the key to this whole magic here. You don't want to just open up 5 wholesale accounts. So let's look for other Crest distributors in New Jersey or in Florida, wherever you're at. So let's go to Crest Distributors, New Jersey. Let's go Crest toothpaste. All right, so Pallet Fly we want to avoid. That's more of a broker. So Pallet Fly is an unauthorized supplier. We want to make sure we're buying from legitimate suppliers. AJ Global, right here, Crest. I would, again, open up an account with AJ Global. I would check them out for sure. I would definitely check them. So this would be an account I would add to our database and to our CRM. So what I actually want to show you guys too is because you need to log all of this stuff. You need to log when you are going to reach out to Rego Trading. If you left them a voicemail, you need to stay organized when finding distributors and opening up distributor accounts. So what I'm doing for strictly my followers on YouTube is I'm giving you guys access to the Buybox HQ for free. Free. It's not costing you any money. I'm trying to grow my YouTube account, and I want to give you guys resources that are going to benefit your business. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump into the Buybox HQ. Awesome. So what we want to do here is we have our dashboard. Now, again, if you guys want to get signed up with the Buybox HQ, I can kind of get you completely onboarded. Again, everything's free. I'm not charging for this. I'm not doing it. I just want to be able to help you guys really starting your Amazon business and really getting that traction. And for me, I never had some system like this, and it would have helped a lot. So below this video, you can book a call, a 15-minute call with me just to kind of get you set up inside Buybox HQ. Just make sure we can get you integrated into the system and everything like that. So we were just talking about suppliers. What we're going to be doing right now is we're going to be going over to our pipeline. So our first supplier we're going to be adding is Rego Trading. We don't have a primary contact. We don't have any of this information. Of course, you'd want to find it on the website and fill that out. And then we have Rego Trading. So let's say we left them a voicemail. We can go over to here and we can note left voicemail on 7/9, follow up next week. And then that distributor is now in our pipeline. So now let's add AJ Globals. AJ Globals. Add supply. Boom. Then we can go to attempt no answer, and we can document this entire process of when we're going to schedule our next call? What are some notes? What can we add to our pipeline? Now, what's also very cool that I'm giving you guys access to is our directory. So our directory shows a few things. It shows a supplier checklist to make sure that you are adding legitimate suppliers to pipeline. Legitimate suppliers to your pipeline. And I've also given you guys access to over 500 distributors you can start adding to your pipeline and start contacting. So let's say add to my suppliers. Boom. Now you just added Abraham Natural Foods to your pipeline. Let's say you moved it over to no answer. Now we are building out a pipeline of accounts that we can start working from. That we can start building our business from this directory. And like I said, guys, hop on a call with me. It's completely free to get you locked into Buybox headquarters. Again, I want to give you the resources to get started. We also have brand direct opportunities. Brand direct, again, is more advanced. If you are just kind of getting started with Amazon, I would ignore brand direct. Focus on opening up the distributor accounts which are strictly in the direct. So AWG, adding to the pipeline. Building out suppliers that you can then open, get catalogs, price lists, and start sourcing that inventory. So again, if you guys want access to the Buybox HQ and also our scripting of how we even approach these distributors, before you even pick up the phone, what is lined up, certain scripting, first contact scripts, what they ask, all of this stuff, reference cards, everything you're going to get access to for free. So just book a call down below and we'll get you integrated. All right, now let's get back to this. So we place the purchase order with a supplier, Rego, AJ Globals. We get it shipped to a prep center that's going to prep that inventory. Send it in, we get our repricer going, we win that buy box, we reorder, and we scan. Now, beginner mistakes to avoid. Don't buy too much inventory if you haven't bought it. Test buy your inventory. Ignore sell-through. Understand that sometimes you have to just move the inventory. You don't want to get stuck with inventory into Amazon. A big mistake, racing competitors to the bottom. You're going to need a repricer. You're going to get things going. We're going to go over that in more videos down. Chasing gated or restricted brands. Just find the inventory you can sell. No cash flow plan. Inventory ties up your money. You want to make sure you are organized with this stuff. Now, what it realistically takes, starting capital, consistent time, and honestly the right money. The knowing that I'm going to have to open up multiple accounts and fill out multiple applications and scan through catalogs. And we scan through catalogs with our scanning software, Third-Party Profits. So if you guys want access to Third-Party Profits, we can get you a 30-day free trial to Third-Party Profit you set. So this is our software that basically scans all of the catalogs and everything like that. I can show you that as well, demo third party. So what you're really doing with that is, let's say you get a catalog from Rego Trading. You're going to upload a new supplier catalog to third party. Then what third party is going to do is it's going to show you all of the products that have profitability. So let's say we're just focused on K here. It's going to show us all of the products. This product you make $2.42 on. This one you can make $2.95 on. It's going to show you all of the opportunities, all the profitable opportunities, and it helps you expedite things when you're reviewing a distributor's catalog. So if you also want a 30-day free trial of Third-Party Profits, guys, I'm going to put a link down below this as well. Now, like I said, guys, if you want to get into the Buybox HQ completely free, book a call down below. We can hop on a 15-minute call. It's not a pitch. It's nothing. It's really just a resource to help you stay organized when you're starting to grow your business. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to be posting every Tuesday a new YouTube video. So I will see you on the next Tuesday where we're going to be knocking out something else. So I'll see you on the next video next week. And if you guys have any questions, reach out to me on socials, FBA Boys on Instagram and TikTok, and I will see you guys soon. Take it easy.